distant black squirrel greets me when I got up to come here out on the lakeside in Kingston. We are here to see the Thousand Islands today. I have a small family here. My son, Manish, his wife, Neha, and a lovely grandson who's nearing 10, who is a very, very keen student and calls himself a paleontologist. Dr. Kabir Ahluwalia, he calls himself. Early morning, the sun has just come up. It's around 6:30 a.m. here, and I'm a bit late because I cannot look on the side of the sun, but I'm still able to see the glory of the sun on the other side, where we have a distant ship moving, lots of windmills. Kingston was the old capital of Canada, and because of its proximity to the border, the capital was finally decided to be at Ottawa. In Hindi, we used to call it, when we were students, Ottawa. And here in what we call Toronto in India, in Punjab especially, they call Toronto. Here too we have poor people. A poor man is collecting all the recyclable garbage from the bins. He's moving on a cycle and taking away the garbage. Yesterday we saw his garbage was so big at another place, he was not able to manage carrying it on his cycle. Different hotels, lots of hotels in this area on the lakeside, and lots of boats and these lovely birds. Birds are healthier here than before. These ones, I don't know what these are, but I saw them attacking a little child yesterday. So I'm a bit wary of going so close to it. Two years back, we had come a little after my son had come here, about a year back, and we started our journey in Canada from Mississauga, then shifted to Burlington. Burlington we call the Chandigarh of Canada. My son shifted to Burlington because he felt the feel of Chandigarh in Burlington. A small, lovely town. Of course, Chandigarh is getting spoiled. Only thing Burlington lacked was those gyms, open-air gyms, public-funded gyms for the public, which India has been able to provide all over the country, all over, in all green belts. Here is another person who is doing a good job taking away the recyclable garbage. These rock dams have been put up for converting this area into something more beautiful on this side. The rocks dumped here give me an idea about what's the geology here. Geology here is 2 billion-year-old Canadian shield and the Ordovician limestone. Ordovician means around 480 to 450 million years old. Marine limestones with abundant fossils. Abundant fossils. Yesterday I saw a beautiful, small, very highly informative poster saying that all the 5 Great Lakes actually keep on mixing up, and finally the water goes into the Atlantic. The movement of water is very slow, and finally it stays in St. Lawrence River for 6 years before it churns into the Atlantic. I'll not look on the sun side, but I can surely shift my camera towards it. Oh yeah, it's written Confederation Basin Promenade, Kingston. Confederation Basin Promenade project proposes a new accessible walkway and public space experience built on the existing stone brick wall that shelters flora. The waterfront master plan, conceptualized and consulted on promenade project, and a high-level scope of work was established and approved by council in 2016. So I know a little bit of a detail, and here we have more details. Segment 1 design. Design of segment 1 includes 4-meter wide concrete deck with a seat wall on the lake side and toe tail on the basin side. Seating bump outs are proposed in various locations. That's the artistic rendering of the proposed promenade walkway. Maybe next time we come, we are able to walk on this conceptualized City of Kingston are on a traditional homeland at the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and the Huron Wendat, and thanks these nations for their care and stewardship over the shared land. That's also an artistic rendering. Confederation Basin project update. Entry area. Design team has been exploring options for the design of entry area. The goal is to provide features that improve the public realm experience at the entrance of the promenade and at water edge along Battery Park. The design currently proposes a shade canopy, sandy seating area, stepped terrace to the water's edge, tree planting, and various types of seating. That's a Battery Park, stepped terrace, shade canopy, concrete promenade, concrete seat wall. City of Kingston. More on the Confederation Basin Promenade project update. All these rocks thrown here are from the Canadian Shield, high grade igneous rocks, metamorphic rocks, 2 billion years old. Lot of wind here, lots of wind, so much energy being planned from the windmills. Beautiful place, this place, Kingston. We're actually back into Lake Ontario once again, and at last I have lots of geese to see. I was missing the geese we just saw last year, last to last year in Mississauga, and a year before in Hopkinton, USA. All the Great Lakes water flows through Lake Ontario before it flows into the St. Lawrence River and onto the Atlantic Ocean. It takes around 6 years for water to flow through Lake Ontario to the St. Lawrence River. Let me give close-ups of the Lake Superior, elevation 600 feet, depth 133 feet. Then St. Mary's River in between, then Lake Huron, elevation 577 feet, depth 750 feet to 925 feet. In between you have St. Clair River, Lake Michigan, then Detroit River, Lake Erie, elevation 568 feet, depth 210 feet. Niagara River, Niagara Falls. Ah, Niagara Falls come from Lake Erie, and you have the Niagara Falls, and it gets into Niagara Lake Erie 210 feet, very shallow, very big, very shallow. Then Niagara Falls, it comes into Lake Ontario, elevation 243 feet, depth 802 feet. Then come the Iroquois Dam, Moses Saunders Power Dam, Huron's Power Dam. I may not be speaking correct, but then it comes into St. Lawrence River, elevation 20 feet, a long way. Then elevation 0, Gulf of St. Lawrence, and finally destination of all waters is an ocean, Atlantic Ocean. So the journey from Lake Superior to Lake Huron, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, and Gulf of St. Lawrence and Atlantic Ocean. The total distance along floor path is 2,212 miles. The sketch is not to scale. Vertical elevations are exaggerated. Surface elevation, the chart datum values above mean sea level. Depths are maximum of each lake. These could be lesser. That's a great piece of knowledge. One can have a look at the Niagara Falls, the actual making and breaking of the Niagara Falls. One thing which sounds mysterious to me is this bird, loon, Mang Ojibwe. Mang dives, as per the description, maybe folklore and mythology. Mang dives deep into the water and has clear vision under the water. Mang is a great navigator of the water and has the gift of seeing all hidden activities under the water. Therefore, Mang has the responsibility of clear judgment for settling communities' disputes. Mang has a unique song voice that reverberates across the water that calls to all our relations to work for harmony of all. Mang seems to be a conceptualized bird or a creature giving message of harmony for all, with all. Kingston, the beautiful sight. And meant to be much more beautiful as per the project displayed here. God bless you, Kingston. God bless all these creatures. And God bless this great gift of God. Great gift of God. All these great lakes, the remnants of the last ice age. All these lakes around 10,000 years old. God bless Niagara Falls, which I'm told is not very old and is not going to be always with us, because whatever be the quantity of water, whatever be the amount of ice locked up, everything is limited. Everything is limited. Nothing is unlimited. Unlimited is only the beauty, grandeur, and the magnificence of Mother Nature.